everybody. Welcome to Sex Drive on CFFNation.com. I am your host, Dr. Ish Major. I'm a board-certified psychiatrist. I see adults, children, and families. I specialize in all things dating, mating, and relating. We got a great show for you today. I'm going to take some calls in a little while, but first, we're going to talk about a driving issue for you guys out there on the road, and that is, how do you stay connected at home when you're working away on the road? Okay, and what I can tell you right now, guys, is this: if you're away and you're on the road and you're not checking in, it's only a matter of time before she's going to check out. Okay, now listen, I am not a trucker, but I do know what it's like to have to go on the road and work away from home for a long period of time, and I know exactly what it's like to come back home, roll up in your driveway, and see some other guy rolling out of your girl's place. That's an awful feeling, and that's one of the worst feelings in the world. And if I can do anything to help you guys avoid that, then that's what we're going to try to do today. Okay? So what happened was, I'm back in school, medical school, and it's busy, right? So you don't have time for a whole lot of stuff. And I'm dating this girl, and I just don't have the time to give it to her. I'm in the library all day long, and when I'm not in the library all day long, I'm thinking about being in the library all day long, feeling guilty about not studying. I just didn't have the time to devote to her, okay? And she was a beautiful girl, guys. I'm talking absolutely gorgeous. She had those golden brown eyes, that honey-colored skin, that exotic look. Nobody ever knew where she was from, just all around sexy girl any way you slice it. Okay, my nephews met her and they started calling her the butter cookie, and I'm like, what? What do you mean? They're like, man, she just looks so smooth and creamy, right? And so we started calling her the BC. That was her official nickname. Her name was Victoria, but we officially called her the BC for the entire time we were dating. And so the BC and I, we dated for about 3 years, and again, I just never put in the time. I never checked in. I never made the sacrifice or inconvenienced myself for her, right? It always had to be on my time because I'm the busy one. I'm the one who's working all the time. I'm the one who doesn't have time, so she's got to do everything on my time. And eventually, that just runs short. And so what happened was, eventually, she starts to suspect me of cheating. And not only did she suspect me of cheating, she actually started to accuse me of cheating, right? And not only did she accuse me of cheating, she actually started to punish me like I was cheating. And so, guys, when that happens, we got one or two choices we're probably going to make, right? The first option is either we're going to go ahead and cheat so that the crime is going to fit the punishment, or we're going to totally check out of that relationship. And so what did I do? I chose option number 2. I totally checked out of the relationship. And I can remember the exact moment when I checked back in. All right, it was a Friday night. We're driving down Garnish Ferry Road. I'm taking her back home from dinner, and some clown comes driving up on the other side, on the passenger side, and this guy actually looks over and blows her a kiss. And she looks over at him and is like, not now, move on down the road kind of thing. And I'm like, what is happening? I know I didn't just see what it is I thought I saw. Okay, and I asked her, I was like, honey, what, just be straight up, what's going on? She said, oh, you know what, it's nothing, he's a friend of my little brother's, he's got a little crush on me, right? Okay, all right, so I let it go. I have no evidence. It is what it is for right then, okay? Apparently, he had one hell of a crush on her because I saw the same guy 2 weeks later rolling out of her place when I was rolling up to see her. And let me tell you, I was devastated. I was crushed. And I was flat out pissed. But I didn't have anybody to be mad at except myself, because it was my fault for not putting in the time. I didn't do what she had asked me to do. I didn't sacrifice for her. I didn't inconvenience myself for her. And that's a hard lesson to learn. And it's one I still keep with me to this day, right? So let's fast forward 2015 now. Just moved to New York. Moved in with my girlfriend, Czechoslovakian. 5'8", man, and I'm talking she is smoking hot. 5'4", that is all legs. Okay, she's got this jet black long hair. She's got those steel gray eyes. I mean, she is just a sex kitten. Okay, she's got a body that stops traffic, guys. You walk across the street, she walks across the street, and Manhattan cabbies start blowing and honking. It's one of those kind of numbers, right? And so we move in together, and it is like it would be for anybody else. We have our growing pains, but we're getting through it. And I get a call 2 months in that says, hey, the job I thought I was moving to New York for is not there. I'm out of work. And I can't work in New York because I don't have a license there yet. So guess what? I got to take it to the road now. I got to take this show on the road. So for the last 2 months, I've been working in South Carolina. I've been working in Chattanooga, Tennessee. She's in Manhattan. And so the lesson I learned from the butter cookie, I'm applying now because we are doing some of the things now that I didn't do then. I learned the lesson. So what did we have to do? We had to double down on our efforts. We had to redouble our efforts to stay connected. What's the first tip, guys? I call it the triple play. It's 3 P's, okay? You got to plan, you've got to prep, and you got to stay present in the moment, right? You're going to plan those phone calls around each other's time now because you can't take for granted that they're always going to be there and always going to be available to you. So you got to plan that time to Skype. And when you do plan that time, prep for it, all right? I'll make sure I've got on a clean shirt or one that doesn't have some holes in it because I want to look my best because this may be the only time I get to see her on this day, right? And so I called in early one day and I saw her still kind of doing the makeup deal and I was like, it's a very sweet thing to know that, hey, I'm excited to see you, I'm planning for this thing, and I'm now going to be present in the moment. Guys, so guess what? She's tired, you're tired, you've been on the road all day, you don't feel like talking, you much rather just go to sleep and just call it a night. But guess what? You can't do that because this is your time. And so you don't want to cheat yourself out of that time. Stay present in the moment. What's the easiest way to do that? Stay curious. Ask her about her day. Everything about her day. Where did you go? What did you do? Oh, she did what at work? And how did that make you feel? And how did you handle that? Stay curious, guys, okay? Stay curious. That's how you show you care. The other way to show her that you're caring is that you're sharing. And guess what? We're guys, right? And so we don't really like to do a lot of that. But if you can tell her about your day, put her in the rig next to you. She's not on the road with you, so she needs to see all these things. It's old hat to you. You've been there, you've done that, you've seen it. And so it's boring to you, but it's not to her. So you want to bring her along for the ride. If you saw a crazy kid on the side of the street doing something weird, tell her about it. If there was some drama at the rest stop, tell her about that. Bring her in the cab with you, guys, okay? Stay present in that moment. Caring is sharing. That's what we're talking about. That's how you stay connected in the moment, guys. And listen, if you can do this, I promise you, not only are you going to stay connected at home, but you're going to find that you're going to have more drive on the road now because you got that constant reminder of why you're out there, staying in the moment, grinding so hard every day because you got this great lady at home that you're trying to get back to her. You need to share with her how much you miss her, how much you love her. Hey, honey, daddy's going to be home real soon. We got some catching up to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, videos all night long, right? Or maybe you're going to have sex. Whatever that looks like for you, let her know it's coming. And that's how you stay connected in the moment, guys. We got to take a short break. When I come back, we got a caller on the line. You want to stick around for this. She's having some serious problems with her trucker guy. And we're going to see if we can work that out for her, guys. This is Sex Drive. I'm your host, Dr. Ish Major, CFFNation.com. Be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back to Sex Drive on CFFNation.com. I am your host, Dr. Ish Major. We've got a caller on the line. We've got Shannon calling in, and Shannon sounds like she's got a few questions for us today. Shannon, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Go ahead, Shannon. What is it you're having problems with today?
Well, it's not really my problem. It's the problem that I'm having with other people. I'm happily married. My husband happens to be a trucker.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem that I'm having is that he's on the road most of the time. And that's not a problem for me because we have ways to keep it exciting and keep in contact thanks to technology. We can keep it together.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the people around us that seems to have a problem with him being away so much and working.
Really? So what do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that? I mean the snotty comments, the little shady comments like, people will introduce me as being single, instead of a step wife, a doorstep wife, because every time I go somewhere, my husband is not with me. He's working. He's a trucker. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have the goods and services in the store to buy if it wasn't for him.
Right.
And the sacrifices that we make. That's being a problem.
And so it sounds like, I feel your pain here, it sounds like they're shaming you and kind of making you feel guilty for what your husband does to provide a living for you guys. Is that right?
Yeah, I feel that way. I feel like because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and he provides enough for me. Don't get me wrong, we're not living in a trailer park or anything.
Right.
We're in a single-family home. We're in a good community. My kids are in good schools. I stay at home. My job is to take care of the home and hold down the fort. while he's at work.
While he's out making the money.
Exactly. And I respect what he does, and he respects what I do at home.
Absolutely.
We work together as a team.
Absolutely.
The problem that I'm having is I don't know if it's more of if it's jealousy or if it's people that have been abused or cheated on, and they're coming up with, he must be cheating on you, or he must have somebody else.
I see.
Or, you must be gay because he's not, I never see you with anybody. It's always some little slant comment. And I'm sick of it. You know what I mean? I'm sick of it. What works for me may not work for you.
Right, absolutely. It sounds like you're pissed, and rightfully so. Let me ask you, what's the worst part about them kind of making those backhanded, snide comments? What's the part that really gets you the most about all of that?
The part that bothers me is I don't want my kids to hear that stuff. It's not enough that they make the sacrifices. That has to be away. And don't get me wrong, when he's away and if they have a recital or something's going on in school, I have a phone. I can put it on speaker and he can hear everything that's going on, or I can videotape it and send it to him later when he's resting or getting ready or having lunch or something or having a swim spot where he can actually sit down and share with us. But we have our own way of working as a family, as a unit. We work together as a unit.
Right,
and I think that with my brother, I think he's a little afraid that because I'm so young and I am like a stay-at-home mom, that, what if something happens, God forbid, we don't have any skills.
Okay, now Shannon, you said you're young. How young are you?
Oh, I'm 34.
34, and how long have you guys been married now?
We've been married since high school.
High school. You guys have been married a long time. And how many children right now?
We have two beautiful kids.
Two beautiful kids. And now I got to ask you a hard question. Has anybody ever cheated in that relationship between you and him before, during this whole time you've been married?
Well, let me tell you something. I stay at home and I watch Steve Wilkos, I watch Maury, and I watch Jerry. And I'm not putting up with any of that kind of crap, okay?
All right, good for you.
Because the first time, something, I catch something, you want to see me on the news. You're not going to see me on Jerry or Wilkos.
Well, now, Shannon, listen, I got to tell you, it sounds like you are very secure in that relationship. It sounds like he is too. The problem I'm seeing is you're letting other people's opinion dictate your happiness in this relationship. It sounds like you're letting them shame you and make you feel guilty about this thing when you're totally okay with it. Why are you doing that?
I don't know. I feel like, because I'm alone and I have to, be going to soccer games or lacrosse games or going to recitals, since I have to do things on my own, people feel like, maybe I'm enabling him or making excuses and lying for him. He can't be working all this time. Why are you so alone? You're just stupid. And, I just don't appreciate it.
No, I don't appreciate that either. And you got to stand your ground. You got to stand in your dream, and you got to stand behind your man now, okay? He's out there on the road busting his ass to make this thing happen for you guys, and you're home busting your ass to make that home life happen for him when he's there, and it's working for you guys. It sounds like it's working, but it sounds like you're letting them into y'all's inner circle, and you can't do that. So here's what we're going to do to help you move forward now. I want you to tell them, or first of all, tell yourself that what they think just doesn't matter. This is your relationship with him. It's not their relationship with the two of you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And so when they get on you about these backhanded remarks and they get on you about these snide remarks, all you got to say is, listen, honey, I don't know how it works for you guys, but it works damn fine for us. I'm happy at home, and I'm even happier when he's coming home, and I make damn sure he's happy when he's home. Can you say that to them?
Yes, I can say that because it's true.
Right, because it sounds like it's absolutely true. What we're talking about is boundaries. People will always try to tear down something that they see as good, or maybe they're a little jealous. Like you said, we don't know what's going on in their relationships, right? But we know what's going on in your relationship. So what I need you to do, stand firm in your ground, stand firm behind your man, and you tell them, when they start talking that backbiting garbage, you tell them, from me, kiss your ass, because this is working for you, and your happiness is not dependent on what they think. That's what I want you to do. And you know what, Shannon? I want you to check back in with us in a few weeks and let us know how this is going, okay? Can you do that for me?
I will do that.
All right. Well, Shannon, thank you so much for calling. And we're going to take another short break here in a little while. That was Shannon, everybody. Listen, that was Shannon today. Tomorrow, that could be you. You could have your neighbors calling and backbiting, telling you stuff about how you should be feeling, what you should be doing to make yourself happy. And all of that is garbage. This is about boundaries. This is about your life. This is about your love between you and your man. And you got to keep those people out of it. And that's just one way to stay connected away on the road. Okay, when he's away, that's how you got to keep it plugged in. You got to circle the wagons. You got to connect the home front. Okay, and if you can do this, guys, if you can do this, if you can put up those boundaries, if you could stay connected and plugged into each other and know that you and I are the only two things that matter, I promise you that distance, that main thing that seemed like it was going to drive a wedge between your relationship at the beginning, can be the main thing that brings you back together in the end. Now, guys, I've enjoyed you today. I've enjoyed being your host on Sex Drive on CFFNation.com. Guys, listen, like I said at the outset, I'm not a trucker, but I want to hear from you. I want to know what it's like. I want to know what that life is like out there on the road. So give us a buzz, give us a call, or go online, CFFNation.com, okay? Go into Sex Drive and let me know. Let me hear some of those stories about what's going on for you again. Again, I've enjoyed you. This is Sex Drive on CFFNation.com. I'm your host, Dr. Ish Major. Do not forget to follow me on Twitter at drishmajor.com. Go to the website, CFFNation.com, or follow me on my own website, drishmajor.com. And I want to get some good conversations and some stories going, guys, because we need to figure out how to circle the wagons and keep this rig moving on down the road. And until next time, I'm Dr. Ish. This was Sex Drive. I'll see you then.